Welcome to DeFi Crypto today. Our topic today is ThorSwap on the Tor chain. And where we're going to swap some cross-chain assets. Uh, so I don't know if I made a previous video about ThorSwap and ThorChain. And unfortunately, the swapping feature was off. I think that they had too much traffic. Anyway, so we couldn't swap, we couldn't deposit, and so on. So we're going to try to do that today. So I'm going to try to keep it brief, and because there's some really exciting stuff there. You can get really high APYs on stable coins. Okay, something in the order of like 70%, which is fantastic. And no impermanent loss. The way it's structured, there's no impermanent loss here, and it's quite interesting. And right now, the 8 chains are supported. We're going to see which ones. We're going to see also the preferred wallet to use with this. And we're going to perform some swaps and some cross-chain swaps and some deposits so that we have a better understanding about it. All right, so let's have a look. All right, so this is what the dashboard looks like. As you can see right now, you got UST and Luna at the top, and you can get some really good rates on this stuff. Look at this, APY 40%. You only get 19.5% on Anchor right now. Here you get double. It's an LP. Okay, it doesn't show LP here, but you're adding liquidity, so it's an LP. You automatically are paired with the Rune token. Okay, normally on an average LP, you would have impermanent loss. Here, it's supposed to be designed to eliminate impermanent loss. So we're going to try this. Also, we can also check the value of our assets on the ThorSwap or the Tor chain, and then you can figure out if you're making money or not. All right. So, all right. What we're going to do also is look at the BUSD, which is another stable coin from the Binance chain. Now, notice it doesn't say Binance Smart Chain. This is the regular Binance chain. The Binance Smart Chain is not yet compatible with ThorSwap, okay? But nevertheless, you can get some pretty good deals coming from Binance Chain on ThorSwap. 75% right now on BUSD. And interestingly, the rate's been going up. It was around 69% a couple of days ago. Now it's up. And I find that very, very exciting. Okay. And let's say you're a Bitcoin maxi. Like, why not take advantage of this incredible 20% APY on Bitcoin? This is the real Bitcoin, native Bitcoin. Okay. You can't get rates like these anywhere else that I know of. Okay. These are really good. Very, very, very good. Okay. All right. So let's check what we need to get set up. What I like to use, okay, is the XDefi wallet. All right. We talked about this a few times. This is a multi-chain wallet, and ThorSwap is multi-chain, so they kind of work together. I don't know if it's the same people or what, but anyway, it's the wallet that's the most suitable to work with ThorSwap. XDefi supports more networks or blockchains than ThorSwap at the moment, okay? But it supports pretty much everything that ThorSwap supports. So that's pretty good, all right? So I need to put my password and I'll be right back. All right, so I'm logged in and it shows all the networks that XDeFi supports. So you can see there's the Polygon here, Avalanche. And you also have, this is Binance Smart Chain, and this is Binance Chain. Okay, notice the logos are a little bit different. This one's 3D, this one is only 2D. So it gives you kind of an idea. Okay, you also have Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, Ethereum, Luna, Rune, and Bitcoin right here. All right. So most of the so they're quite compatible with XDeFi is quite compatible with ThorSwap, and that's why it's probably your best bet if you want to perform cross-chain. Okay. Otherwise, you're going to have to connect multiple wallets separately, which is a pain in the butt. But with this, you should be able to connect all your wallets together, okay, through XDeFi and be on multiple chains and swap assets from one chain to another chain. Now, you don't need to bridge because it's performed by ThorSwap in the background. The way it works, okay, is that they use the Rune token. So let's say, for instance, you want to swap some Bitcoin for some Luna. You can. What it does is that it performs two swaps in the background. Bitcoin is a swap for Rune, and then Rune is swapped for Luna on two separate chains, and they must be burning and minting tokens in the background. I don't know the entire process, but I know that they perform two swaps in the background. And in the foreground, you just see one swap, but in the background, there are two swaps, okay? And basically, they take your Bitcoin, they take it out of the Bitcoin chain, and then after they swap Bitcoin into Rune, and then Rune into Luna, then the Luna is sent to your Terra chain account, okay? That's how it works. Okay, so let's perform some basic swaps. Since we can have some really juicy 75% APY on BUSD, what I want to do is swap some UST for some BUSD, and then we're going to deposit the BUSD in the liquidity pool here. All right, so let's hit swap. And actually, we want to do the opposite. We want to swap into BUSD. And we're going to go to get some Terra. Okay, all we have to do is refresh the page. And now it recognized that there's already an XDeFi wallet, so we need to connect it. And we're going to let it connect all these networks. We don't need all of them right now, but just for the fun of it, let's do that. And we select XDeFi, and that should work. So let's check our wallet. Let's open the wallet page. This we're going to see whatever is working. Terra, of course, didn't connect. So let's go back to connect XDeFi wallet. Okay, this one says not connected, so let's try it. And let's do this. XDeFi, does it work? Connect again. Connect. This time I'll try Terra Station. Sometimes I notice if I hit Terra Station instead of XDeFi, it will connect even if it's within the XDeFi, but it didn't work right now. Brilliant. Okay, so this time, I don't know, I thought it was the opposite. This time to connect with the Terra blockchain, I had to select, I click on connect first here, and then select Terra Station wallet, and then select XDeFi after. Whatever, technology. Okay, so now we're connected. we are also connected on Binance chain, which is what we want, and Terra. So both of them are connected. Let's go back to swapping. Okay, so we want to swap some USD, and we want to swap that for BUSD, which is somewhere around here. There we go. Okay, so we're going to do just demonstration. So we're using a small amount. We're going to swap $50, and it's going to give us 49.61 BUSD. Okay, this is the wallet address that XDefi creates for you on the Binance chain. Okay, so just make sure that what you see here is the same that you see in your XDefi. You can check that easily. All right, so the fees you have to pay here, that's a gas fees. Okay, there are the gas fees that you would pay normally on the Terra chain and on the Binance chain. Okay, so if we were to swap something from the Ethereum blockchain, we would pay very high gas fees in the order of $10, $20. Okay, but here, because we're on cheaper blockchains, it's a lot cheaper. So let's swap that and confirm. And now we confirm in XDefi. Confirm that. Now we can see that it's sending 50 USD, and that's done. Now we're waiting to receive 49.61 BUSD. And that can take a little bit more time depending on the speed of the network. Okay, usually the receiving part is the one that takes more time. So hopefully it's not going to be too long. Well, that took about a minute, and so it's not so bad. And we can check in our wallet what we've got. Okay, so we have $50 less of USDs. That's fine. And if we look at BUSD, we've got more BUSD as well. So that's cool. Everything is working. All right. So how about we go and deposit? Well, let's see what we got here. And nothing appears. Okay, there it is. All right. Now what you see here, it depends what you've got in your wallet. Okay, so let's start by changing this for BUSD right here. Okay, all right, so now it appears. So I've got a total of 189 BUSD that I could deposit. To make it easy, I'm going to deposit 100, and then you're going to see what happens. Right now, it by default, it says BUSD plus Rune. So if I had some Rune in my wallet, I don't right now, that's what it says 0. It would basically create an LP by putting a 50% BUSD and 50% Rune, if I had those two in the wallet. Right now I don't, I just have BUSD. Well, conveniently enough, if you just hit BUSD and you put, let's say, 100, it doesn't show that right here, but it will split this in half and swap some BUSD for some Rune. So half the value is going to be deposited as BUSD and the other half as Rune. Okay, so let's click on Add Liquidity and confirm. We'll confirm here. So here it says that it's going to add 100 BUSD to the BUSD pool. So it's trying to add 100 BUSD, and we just have to wait. Okay, that took about a minute. And it says here that 100 BUSD were added. All right, that's nice and sweet, but where can we see that? Right? It would be nice to see where our liquidities are. The best place for this is you go to Tools, you go to More first, and then you go to Tools. And what you want is ThorYield. Okay, this one. So it brings you to a new page. Track your yield from anywhere. Yes. All right. Now, here you would put your address. Okay. So right now that would be the Binance Smart Chain wallet address that we would have here. So go there. So go to our Binance wallet here. And we paste that. And we check. Now, it says total added value 150 because I performed a test earlier. And I put only $50 to make sure I knew what I was doing before the video. All right. So, and so far what it's saying is that since I started investing, I made $3.30. And that's very sweet. Now, here, it shows the LP asset allocation, 50% RUN and 50% BUSD. As I said earlier, we only deposited BUSD, but it automatically swapped half of that into RUN. Okay, so right now I've got 6.36 RUN tokens, which are worth 76.65. Wow, that's a palindrome. And similarly, I've got 76.65 BUSD token, which are worth $65. Okay, and here it shows a lot more details about the RUN BUSD pair. Okay, and it's got all the information you might want to get. As you can see at the top, they talk about impermanent loss protection. So they explain that despite the fact that we're using two different tokens, they're protecting us against impermanent loss. Okay, so that's built in the system. So we don't need to worry too much about it. Okay, RUN can go up or down, and that should not create significant impermanent loss. Okay, that's what's special about ThorChain and ThorSwap. Now, if we want to see the rates that we're getting on this pool, unfortunately, that's not displayed on this page. That would have been too convenient. What we need to do is go to pools. And if we look at our BUSD RUN, you see that right now we're getting an APY of 75.73%. So the rates, the current rates are displayed in the pool section. Okay. And we have to go back to this page if it wants to display. So it's in accounts, LP accounts. Okay, if we go there, and you would have to save your account here. So you can add all your addresses here, and that would show them. So let's say I'm doing that right now. We're going to add the Binance chain address, and it's here, Binance chain. Let's create a name. All right, and then we can view the analytics, I'm hoping. Yes, there we go. So that shows our position, and that's what we wanted. Okay, so save your data in here, LP accounts. And if you have assets on various chains, so make sure you put input your blockchain wallet. Okay, so if you've got a Terra wallet and a Binance wallet or an Ethereum wallet, you just add them all up, and you put that. And you can create an account like I just did, and they're all going to be displayed together like this. Okay. All right, so that's it for this video. If you like this kind of stuff, please like and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell. Download the free book. All you have to do is put your name, your email address, and hit the submit button. And then you get a big fat button that says download the free book. And if you miss that button, don't worry, because we're going to send you an email with another button that says download the free book. And if you don't want to download the free book, that's okay. You go to Amazon, you pay $5.99 to Jeff Bezos, and Jeff will send me $1.